Good evening. You're watching the news on Croatian television. In Strasbourg today, Prime Minister Andrej Plenković presented to the Parliamentary Assembly of the Council of Europe Croatia's goals during its presidency of the Council in the first 6 months of 2020, which he said were well received.
They are exceptionally happy that, for example, the emphasis on decentralization is the focus of our presidency and interconnected with the issues of the fight against corruption, national minority rights with an emphasis on culture. I think we have hit the mark in terms of what the Council, as one of those international organizations that is concerned with democracy at the local level and closest to the citizens, can provide.
After his presentation, Aleksandar Šešelj, the son of Serbian war criminal Vojislav Šešelj, accused Plenković of being a fascist, repeating his rhetoric from yesterday when he attacked the Croatian foreign minister during her address. The Prime Minister was quick to respond.
You are a living example of the proverb that the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, because you represent a political party whose program and statutes, and this is something you should all know, have a clearly agenda of promoting Greater Serbia, which would involve the territories of Bosnia and Herzegovina and the territories of Croatia. It is exactly because of, by the way, your father, even though you're not responsible for his acts, who is a convicted war criminal by the ICTY, that we have had a tragedy in the 90s. It is because of the policies of the Slobodan Milosevic that my country has suffered, that we have had 15,000 dead, that we have had $37 billion of war damages, and that we are fed up with the policies of trying to disseminate false information and trying to portray Croatia in a negative manner. This is what you have been doing consistently.
Plenković went on to say that Croatia would always oppose those Serbian policies that had resulted in tragedy in Croatia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Slovenia and Kosovo, and which were ultimately damaging to Serbia itself.
But despite you, we are here to forge normal, good neighborly relations, address the issues of the past with Serbia, look forward with those who want to look forward, clearly saying who is who in the 90s. And we know who is who. And you were the aggressor and we were the victim.
In other news, a conference titled "The Kind of Croatia We Need, 5 Years of EU Membership" was held in Zagreb today. President Kolinda Grabar-Kitarović emphasized the importance of continued reforms so as to further economic growth and reverse negative demographic trends.
I maintain that Croatia has all of the potential to become the kind of Croatia we need. However, in order to achieve this, we must all do everything we can to push through reforms, increase the amount of money we draw from EU funds to roughly 100%, ensure employment and decent wages for all our citizens, especially our youth. In short, a dignified life for people. I am positive that this would stop and ultimately reverse negative trends, especially demographic ones.
SDP Vice President Zlatko Komadina commented today on a petition from within the largest opposition party to remove party chairman Davor Bernardić. He said that while he shared some of their concerns, their actions should be in line with the party's statutes.
Each of us has our own method and style. Some like mine, some don't. For example, even though I was the only candidate, I didn't get 100% support, which means that some people preferred to cross my name off the list. But I have not crossed Davor's name off my list. I have never betrayed my comrades.
Most MP Nikola Grmoja has said that by not declaring an exclusive economic zone in the Adriatic, which Croatia is entitled to do according to the UN Convention on the Law of the Sea, the government is demonstrating that it doesn't want to protect Croatia's territorial waters.
After all, the European Commission has called on us to do so, and according to a study from 2014, Croatia loses 130 million kuna annually as a result of not declaring the exclusive economic zone.
Taking a quick look at sports, in its final game of the group stage of the World Cup, Croatia beat Iceland 2-1 this evening. Croatia had already secured a place in the next stage of the competition and will play Denmark for a place in the quarterfinals on Sunday. Opening kickoff is at 8 p.m. local time. And now the forecast for tomorrow. Variable weather, windy and relatively cool. Increased morning cloud cover in the east and south of the country could bring with it some isolated showers. This will spread to the west in the afternoon with a chance of rain in the evening. There will be a moderate, at times strong northerly and northeasterly in the interior, while the coast will see a moderate to strong northerly and northeasterly reaching gale-force gusts, especially at the foot of the Velebit Mountain and in southern Dalmatia. Morning lows of 9 to 14 degrees Celsius inland, 16 to 21 on the Adriatic, will give way to highs of 18 to 22 degrees in the interior, 23 to 27 on the coast. The 3-day forecast for the interior calls for variable weather with intermittent showers on Thursday and Friday. It will get slightly warmer on Friday, while more stable and warmer weather is expected on Saturday. The coast will see sunny skies and winds die down as we go into the weekend. And that wraps up the news. Be sure to join us again tomorrow night.